welcome to Andrew's Kitchen. Today's menu is stuffed chicken breast with gravy. For my stuffed chicken recipe, you will need about a cup of fresh baby spinach chopped up, a quarter of a cup of parmesan cheese, a tablespoon of mayo, about 3 garlic cloves minced, a half a cup of mozzarella cheese, and 4 ounces of cream cheese. To make the filling, use 4 ounces of cream cheese, chopped baby spinach, I'm gonna use my fork to mush that down a little bit to mix it. I'm adding the quarter cup of cheese, one tablespoon of mayo, the minced garlic cloves, there's 3 of them, and a half a cup of mozzarella cheese. Mix it all in. I'm also going to add a half a teaspoon of black pepper and about a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. Mix all that in also. Until it's all well combined. Okay, looks good. I have 4 medium-sized chicken breasts, boneless, skinless, and what you need to do is with a sharp knife, be very careful, make a pocket. So you can put the filling in. Try not to make a hole. Try not to cut it all the way through, just make a little pocket. There we go. Now it's time for the filling. Okay, I'm going to quickly fill the chicken breasts. To keep most of the filling in, I'm closing up all of the chicken breasts with toothpicks. You just push the filling in and then just close it the best way you can with the toothpicks. Closing it on both sides. Trying to get it so you can see what I'm doing. There. Next thing you need to do is season the chicken. Just a few shakes of pepper, some salt, and paprika. do that same thing on the other side. I'm heating up my cast iron pan, and they're going to go in next. I'm going to brown them on both sides for about 5 minutes each side. And one important reminder is to make sure that you remove all the toothpicks before you eat. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. I'm going to turn them. Now, if your chicken gets stuck, like it probably will, you just use a spatula to loosen it up, and then you can flip it over. Excuse me, I cannot get rid of this cough. I've had it for months. Okay, so it's nice and brown on one side. I'm going to brown it for 5 minutes on this side, and then I'll put it in the oven. It's preheated at 425 right now. And after about a half hour, I'm going to check the temperature, and when it reads 165 degrees Fahrenheit, then it means it's done. It's nice and brown on both sides. So I'm just going to put it in the oven, speed side up. And then I will check it and keep checking it until it's 165 degrees. Okay, here it is. After a half hour, it's 165 degrees, and depending on the size of your chicken breast, you might need a little more time or maybe a little less. Just make sure you check on it because it's easy to overcook chicken breast. Okay, here's the stuffed chicken breast, and it looks delicious. It is perfectly fine as is with a side of rice or whatever you'd like to make on the side. Or I am making a chicken gravy to drizzle over it. I've done that a couple times and it's really good. I'm going to show you how to do that. This is how I make the chicken gravy. I got a paper towel and I blotted out a lot of the grease, and then I just added a little drizzle of olive oil. And I have the heat back on again, and when it heats up enough, I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of flour, and make sure you keep stirring it. You don't want it to burn. So I have a whisk here that I'll be just spreading it around. You don't want to put it in one spot. Okay. I know it doesn't look that great right now, but it will eventually. For like a minute, and then you start adding the broth. I have 2 cups of chicken broth. So I'm scraping up all the bits and pieces from the chicken, and there's a little bit of the melted cheese. That's going to give it some flavor too. I'll just keep all of it in there. Starting to look a little bit better. Now what you're seeing is, like I said, it's the cheese filling that comes out of the chicken, just a little bit. There's a bunch more than last time, but just keep stirring. Oh, it smells good. You're also seeing the flour too in there, the thickener. Okay. Now I'm going to still Make sure all of the flour is all mixed in. Saw a couple little white clumps, you know, or any clumps. It's starting to look more and more like a gravy. And now the rest of it. And it'll eventually thicken up. It turned up just a little bit, and I'll be back when it thickens up. Alright, I just turned the heat down. I kept whisking the whole time. I don't want it to burn, but I just gave it a little taste, and it is really fantastic. So I'm going to put the chicken back in. Last time I made this, I made it with the gravy like I'm doing now, and my son was like crazy over it. So I'm going to spoon it over. It's basically done. I'm just gonna spoon that over, turn it off. I don't want it to overcook the chicken either because it's already done, so. How does that look? And of course you can add mushrooms if you like, but my husband doesn't like mushrooms. Okay, and that is it.